In the lead up to the new year, we've been hearing of many changes coming in the consulting environment, and many may feel threatened by the impact of things like the growth of AI and changes in the economic environment and the political landscape that could affect us. There is a lot to address, and we could feel overwhelmed by it all. But in this video, I want to help you see the upside and how to adapt to the changes and not be swamped by them. I will show you how to stay on top in your business and reveal the best marketing strategy to adopt this year so that you can have a continuous flow of new client opportunities in a way that helps your business flourish instead of flounder. It's often difficult when we're in the busyness of work to see the big picture. But when you really take time to see what's going on in the wider landscape of change, you can also see the signals that are there that show us how to be successful. One thing is certain in the coming year is that if you try to do the same things the way you've always done them, you will lose. The way people buy consultancy services is changing rapidly, and we need to stay ahead of the curve to be successful. If you continue to rely on referrals as your only method of client acquisition, it's likely that you will find it harder and harder to grow your business. The signals show that people are relying less and less on referrals and are looking more and more online for the answers and doing research that leads to new client engagements. The best marketing strategy then for consultants this year is to mirror your premium clients' buying strategy in your marketing strategy. There may be some nuances in different markets, but it is clear that the way clients buy is to first search online for solutions to the challenges they're facing. They want to be informed, and there's an abundance of information on the internet. The problem is that a lot of that information can be confusing. And because we have the temptation these days to rely on AI to help us produce the information we post online, much of the information becomes generic and fails to differentiate us from our competitors. So the first priority for us in our marketing is to provide valuable information that is different from our competitors and shows us up to be the authority in what we do in terms of the problems we solve. This means that the first thing that consultants need to do is to become extremely clear about who their target market is and what are the specific problems they solve. In my experience, most consultants are particularly bad at this. The way they describe their firm's services and capabilities does not address these two factors, and their explanations often end up confusing potential clients and lead to a disconnect between them and their potential client base. Most consultants' marketing destroys trust instead of establishing it. Your marketing strategy for this year therefore needs to start in a different place from where you've traditionally started it. We cannot hang out the 21st century version of our shingle, which is the website, and just tell people about who we are and what we do. We must start with who they are and what problems they face. That is the only way to create relevance and connection with our ideal clients. They must be able to see that we're speaking to them first and that we understand their situation first before we try to sell them on what we do. For many consultants, that means you might need to do some hard work and challenging thinking about who your best clients really are and get to know them with enough intimacy that you can connect with them where they are. Most consultants never do this strategic work, but the reward for effort here pays off exponentially. Some people might think of this approach as thought leadership, where you write or publish content that shows your command of your subject and that you have a new way to solve problems that have plagued your ideal clients. Thought leadership is good, but I want you to see that this year you need to take thought leadership to another level. You need an approach that shows you are the authority in your area, not just a thought leader. A thought leader may show that they have new ways of thinking about a topic, but an authority shows that they not only have a new way of thinking, but they have a new way of solving a problem that has been tested and proven in action. Just like when a new drug comes onto the market, it has gone through rigorous testing and proving. An authority needs to position their market offerings just like that. There is a specific process I recommend and have proven to work that helps me and my clients establish authority positioning. I call it the strategic authority marketing system, which starts with getting clarity about what and who you stand for as a firm, what problem you solve, and how you do it differently and ideally better than your competitors, and then build a system that communicates your value to your clients in a way that builds trust and belief in your authority as you build relationships with them. This system does not rely on one-time or one-off promotions. It doesn't expect results from single ads or single posts on social media. Those are old school ways of marketing that don't meet the requirements of this year. Your marketing strategy this year needs to have a series of strategic communications that firstly connect with your ideal clients, then communicates that you understand their situation, also generates a two-way conversation that builds trust and provides valuable information that they consume so that they become more educated about their challenges and potential solutions, so that they will call you to find out more and finally commit to working with you to get the results that only you can deliver. I've created more in-depth training about this system. If you'd like to dive deeper into the strategic authority marketing system and learn how you can apply it in your firm, check out in the description below where you'll find a link to the training. Now, you might be wondering where AI fits into all of this. Make no mistake, AI is going to be an important part of each of our futures, but we need to use AI wisely and not indiscriminately. We need to master AI and not be a slave to it. We need to avoid the temptation to immediately run to AI to do our thinking for us, whether that is in content creation or helping us do things we don't know how to do. No, we need to do the thinking first, then use AI to make us more efficient or to enhance our thinking or processes where it can. There is a lot to learn about AI and what it can do, but we need to stay on top of our processes and use AI in intelligent ways, not in ways that we subordinate ourselves to it. This year will be challenging, but there are many signals about how to win this year instead of being overwhelmed by the changes. Instead of looking at it as a challenge, I recommend looking at it as an opportunity for you to improve your approach and to step up to a new way of marketing. You can be the authority in your market and you can be the winner with your marketing if you adapt to the new ways and don't resist the changes that are happening. Take the time to learn how to win this year. Check out the description below to find the training that will get you started.